Hello everybody, my name is Chris, and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim Anniversary Edition. In the last episode, we cleared out Shroud Barrow and the miscellaneous quest that is located within. It's not necessarily like an unmarked quest, just miscellaneous. In this video, we are going to do the Way of the Voice, which we have to go up to High Hrothgar and speak to the Graybeards. So, let's get right into this.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Klimek?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Graybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day.
Okay, let's talk to Klimek.
Through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Graybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thu'um, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them.
What types of deliveries do you make to High Hrothgar?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Graybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
And in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
I could do it for you.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here. Take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Anything I should watch out for during the climb?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous.
Okay, and I just remembered something else that we should do while we're down here. And that is come over here and talk to this woman. Her name is Temba Whitearms.
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
Oh, we started the Dawnguard. What's making you so angry?
My business is falling apart, my apprentice never listens to me, and now there's talk of dragons. If I hadn't sunk every bit of gold I had into my mill, I would have picked up and left Iverstead long ago.
Okay, you having a bear problem?
Are you kidding? Those damn things will drive me right out of business. Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd.
Deal.
Now go give those...
Anything I can do. It is kind of funny that she's just like, go commit genocide and I'll give you money. Ooh, what's up in here? This watchtower, added with a mod. JK's all-in-one. What is in here?
You've been seen in the company of the companions. That's an honorable path you're on, friend.
Thank you. And I think JK, all of their city mods and stuff are actually compatible on both consoles, PlayStation and Xbox. At least some of them. I know some of JK's is available on PlayStation. But since we have that quest to grab bear pelts, why don't we go over there and smack that bear around? No, it seems it killed a goat. Hello, Mr. Bear. So, let's get our stuff together. Luckily, it's just a normal bear. And we got a level up from it. Oh, come on, why are you looking at me? Okay. Take its pelt. I just said Ote. What am I, 12? Okay, there's some dead hunters outside. So, I'll eat their food and take their gold because they won't be needing that anymore, right? No, definitely not. That's a wolf pelt, and let's go in here and see if there's more bears for us to collect for Temba. As of right now, I don't see anything. I will summon another Flame Atronach so it's refreshed. Use Oak Flesh again so it's refreshed. And yep, there is one more bear. Okay, let's smack them around too. Come on, hurry up. That's not too tough. I mean, I guess I'm already like level 11, but Bears are still tougher creatures. Heavy armor forging skill book. I believe I've already read that before, so yeah. We don't get anything from that. There's some coins, a chest with some stuff that I already looted, some corundum ore. So, nothing too serious. Anyways, we can continue on our path up to High Hrothgar now. And we get an early head start on Temba's quest, and we have 2 bear pelts. So, you can go and read all of these tablets. Emblem 1, before the birth of man, the dragons ruled all Mundus. The world was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs. For the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land. And you get, like, a certain special effect. I believe it has to do with, like, animals. Maybe they don't, like, attack you for 12 hours, or they do less damage to you for 12 hours, or something along those lines. But it's kind of crappy because it only lasts for a day, if I recall correctly. You would think that that would be a good one where it would, like, last indefinitely. It would be a permanent effect because, you know, not a lot of people are going to go through and do that, and it's something that's easily missable. Sucks that it's going to rain on this hike. There's nothing worse than hiking in the rain. The landscape does look good, though. Would my character just kill 2 goats? Probably not, so I guess I shouldn't do that. Up here, we have our first traveler, if I recall correctly. Yes, there he is. And it stops raining once we get up to here, but it probably will start snowing.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Your legs, like, showing... Oh, hey, Barknar.
Hmm?
Did you hear the Graybeards called Dovahkiin?
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
What are you doing?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way.
Do you visit the Graybeards?
They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation.
Okay. So here's a second etched tablum. Emblem 2. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. So those tablets are about the, like, the beginning of man and then the dragon, rebellion, I think it was. Where, you know, the men decided and learned the voice. They trained their voice with the help of Parthen... Never mind. Forget I said anything. Let's kill that ice wolf. I remember my first time playing Skyrim. I was so bad. I mean, not that Skyrim is like a super skill-based game. It's more about like your stats and what you have. But I was like level 12, and these ice wolves just mopped the floor with me at the same level, and I don't even know how. Like, it didn't make any sense. Because, like, I play on the same difficulty. I am the same level, if not lower, which I will upgrade right now. Put stamina up to 150 like I wanted to prior. Yeah, I still just died more. Attacks with maces ignore 25% of armor. Deal. When I mean, like, same stats, same everything, and I died to that. I think, like, my first character was a wood elf, and he had mixed-matched armor, and he ran around with an orcish warhammer. I mean, there's no reason I couldn't take out an ice wolf with that, but they still just destroyed me all the time. I remember climbing up High Hrothgar was just terrible. And it only gets worse, for sure. I think this should be the third. Emblem 3. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons in their voices, but the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. Okay. Keep on going. I feel like this would be a really cool place to climb in real life. But if we're talking realistically, this mountain would take probably a few days to climb, right? Ooh, they should have put something in this cave. Yeah, like at least a whole day to climb, which I guess in Skyrim it takes around a day to climb. So it's scaled somewhat properly, but still. The mountain would be way bigger. I mean, there'd be caves and hovels and hideouts all over it. The path would actually be 7,000 steps instead of like 700 or whatever it is. That's one thing I do. I mean, that's such a basic thing to hope for in the next Elder Scrolls game is like, oh, I want it to be bigger. And yeah, it just makes sense. Like, make it seem more alive. Because Skyrim, I think the math is it's only like a few miles across, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, so don't hold me to it. But comparable to what it should have been, it's just ridiculous. Alright, here's Karita.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Did you hear the Graybeards called Dovahkiin?
I was just outside Ivarstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
Who are you?
Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
What are you doing?
Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
Sounds cool. What's this? Emblem 4. Kind called on Parthenax, who pitied man. Together they taught men to use their voice. The dragon wore rage, dragon against tongue. Oh, so now I can spoil it. Yeah, Parthenax came and taught men the voice. And I guess that's a little bit of foreshadowing there, and I'm sure anybody watching this knows why, but I'm not going to say it. But that is kind of cool that they foreshadowed it a little. And up here comes every first time Skyrim player's worst nightmare. The thing that I would literally shout when my dad and my brother would be playing Skyrim. And they'd be going through a dungeon. I'm like, oh, there's a troll. And they would both be like, oh, what? Okay, now I'm going to take these scrolls. Take out half of his health right there. Makes it way easier if you do it like that. And those 2 scrolls come from Bleak Falls Barrow. And I can't help but feel like they were placed there specifically for you to grab to fight the Frost Troll. So make sure to always grab them. Just makes life way easier. I'm going to try not to die. Use this deadly poison. And these 2 healing potions. Okay, he's totally done for. Oh, wow. Thank you. I don't think I saved before that, so that would have been a bad idea. Here's another emblem. Emblem 5. Man prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voices was too strong, although their sacrifices were manyfold. There was a time where I knew Elder Scrolls lore better than like our own country's history, and I was just a sponge wanting to learn everything I could about Elder Scrolls and Tamriel and all of Nirn, and it was like almost an unhealthy obsession. But kind of past that, I mean, I'm like not, I mean, I still find it super interesting, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person about lore. But I mean, I somewhat know. And up here is yet another cave that I believe is just empty and has nothing in it. Imagine if there was another frost troll. Like, after the first time you destroy that first frost troll, and you're like, oh man, I barely got out of that alive. And you're just walking up here, and you get smacked in the back of the head by one that came out of that cave because you never even noticed the cave. I just was talking really fast. Emblem 6. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. So it's just a bit of lore about the dragon uprising. Here should be number 7. The tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen Windcaller began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. Now that's a common story, I think. Like, there was the battle for Red Mountain and the voices actually got defeated. Which was like the first time they're like, whoa, how did they get beat? And it's like, well, I don't know, they just did. And that was in the first area. Not area. Emblem 8. Jurgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. So, this Jurgen Windcaller actually built High Hrothgar. Or at least that's what the story is. I mean, he probably didn't like build it brick for brick all on his own, but we probably all knew that already. Unless he could use his voice to move stone. Which, well, actually he could. But not to build stone, to break stone. And that's one of the another thing. This is going to sound super complainy, and I know it makes total sense, and I'll tell you after this. Emblem 9. For years all silent, the Graybeards spoke one name. Tiber Septum. Is that Stripling or Stripling? Stripling, then, was summoned to High Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin. In the lore, if I was the most powerful Dragonborn ever, which I'm not right now, I'm only new, I would be able to just blow that apart with like one shout. I mean, they used to like blow down city walls and stuff. And here is the last tablet. Emblem 10. The voices worship. Follow the inner path. Speak only in true need. And now Voice of the Sky is added, and we can see what it actually was and see if I was correct. Animals will neither attack nor flee from you, and it only lasts 24 hours. So yeah, I was correct, because I believe one of them said, or one of the things that I said was that they wouldn't attack you. They also won't flee. Does that mean if I hit them, they will just let me kill them? I don't know. But anyways, let's put Klimik's gear in here. And enter High Hrothgar. Hello, Master.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
You call me Dragonborn. What does that mean?
First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Boo.
Boos!
Okay, is that enough?
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Graybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
For fun. I want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Graybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
You mean I'm not the only Dragonborn?
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
Who are you? What is this place?
We are the Graybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky, and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves.
I'm ready to learn.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you roll, the second word.
How many dragon souls do I have right now? Just one. Alright, I'm going to show you guys something cool in a second.
Roll means
Well, not right now, but there's something else that we do right after this I'm going to show you.
force to focus your thumb more sharply.
Oh, there they are. Come on, read them, learn them. I am a genius.
Like a monster. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einart will allow you to tap into his understanding of Rome.
Why, thank you.
Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new Thum.
Very, very quickly, I promise you.
Use your unrefused shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Okay. What just happened? It didn't do anything. That's pretty irritating. Is this all messed up now? That's wonderful. Oh, it worked that time. Okay, that's good. I've never had that happen before.
Again.
So yeah, this is just target practice with your shout, basically. If you notice look at the compass in the top, those blue bars are the counter for the shout. Every shout has a different time. And right now, the sequence that we're doing is making it artificially go quicker, or cool down quicker.
You show great promise, Dragonborn.
And you can actually see it right in the shouts menu. It's like, see recharge 30, so you have to wait 30 seconds, I believe it is. And then this is 15, 20, and then I believe Unrelenting Force, and it's all is like 35 or 45.
Perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Okay, so this is where we see how thorough Skyrim's, or like the unofficial patch, I believe it is. That's the mod, right? Yeah, the Skyrim unofficial patch is. We see how good it is. So let's go out into the courtyard. Oh wow, look at how good this looks. Oh, look at the thumbnail that I can get over here. Just huzzah. I wish I could get like I wish the moon was like right back there. But I can get this and look up at the galaxy. So I'm gonna make a save right here. Okay, what do you have to show me, Master Bori?
We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wood, which means whirlwind.
Okay, so now we have to learn this.
You must hear the word within yourself
Wood.
before you can project it into a Thum.
Okay, so now that we've learned this, we use our one Dragon Soul and unlock this. And now he is going to gift us his magic of Wold, or knowledge, I mean. And if it's not patched, yeah, now we have the first 2 stages of Whirlwind Sprint.
Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout.
So that's a cool little pickup. I mean, if you're okay with using the glitch at the beginning of the game.
Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. Vex. Wood. Now it's your turn.
Okay.
Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate.
I take it I should aim for that thing so I don't fly off the edge. I forgot to switch shouts. What a genius I am.
Again.
Oh, I've never heard that before. Okay, let me try again, man. I apologize. There we go. Man, I just keep messing up my shout training, don't I? Speak to Arngir about further training.
Your quick mastery of a new Thum is Astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself?
I thought it was this easy for everyone.
No, indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Okay, so now we can ask them a bunch of questions. Why are the dragons returning? Does it have something to do with me?
No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Okay, thank you, Master. I will continue my training.
Good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead.
I'm not going to ask any of these. I mean, they're pretty simple questions. Maybe we'll do them after when we come back to High Hrothgar. But anyways, I'm going to wrap the video up here. I have to go do something soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure leave a like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when more come out. And one last thing, I think next week I'm going to switch my upload times to 3 o'clock Eastern time instead of noon Eastern time. I mean, my videos do better when they release a little later in the day, so that's going to be the new normal. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.